Hello, this is Mr. K's, and we are looking at chapter 13.1b. 13.1b. We saw last time we met that Germanic kingdoms are going to begin to take over when Rome falls flat as a pancake. We had disruption of trade, downfalls of cities, the population is going to shift from the cities to the countryside. We have a loss of a common language, that being Latin, that used to unite the Roman Empire. We see these Germanic kingdoms emerge like small kingdoms, like the kingdom of the Franks under Clovis, and we see the Germanic people adopt Christianity. So we see the start of monasteries and convents. Pope Gregory I was an important dude. He sticks his nose into secular or worldly affairs as well as the sacred or holy affairs. Now we're going to continue, and as we talk about Europe developing these little kingdoms, we're going to see that Clovis, who was instrumental in uniting the kingdom and the church in Western Europe, is going to have his descendants carry on. Now, an important dude by the name of Charles Martel, that was Clovis's son. He is going to expand Frankish rule through conquest. You can put down that Charles was nicknamed the Hammer. In an important battle in France, ancient France, at the Battle of Tours in 732, he defeated the Moors, M-O-O-R-S. Those are African Muslims, the Moors, in southern Spain. So as the Moors come up north at the Battle of Tours, he defeats the Muslims. So what's important about that is it stops Islam from becoming established in Western Europe in a big way. Western Europe becomes decidedly Roman Catholic or Christian. So Charles Martel is important. Now Charles Martel's son, Pepin the Short, I call him Pepin the Vertically Challenged, he becomes king of the Franks, and he forms an alliance with the Frankish kings and the Pope. So we have a greater unity between the kingdom and Christianity. And we see with Pepin the start of the Carolingian Dynasty. What I want to say is, okay, Carolingian Dynasty, you can just put down, it starts with Pepin the Short. And Pepin's son, Charles, is not even the first choice as king. His brother is. Charlemagne, or Charles the Great, is going to become the great unifier of Western Europe. So Charlemagne is also called Charles the Great, and you can put down he is 6'4" tall. What is important about that? Well, it allows people to see him as a great man. If you're tall, you're equated with being strong, and he's going to play up his height advantage. He's going to take center stage as the Holy Roman Emperor. Holy Roman Emperor. His government, you're going to see he is going to conquer and reunite Western Europe into an empire. You know, an empire is a land that contains people of different religions and languages and cultures. And he's going to spread Christianity. So under government, you can see conquering and reuniting Western Europe and spreading Christianity. Under culture, he's going to also put down establish a centralized government. Centralized government. Under cultural revival, you see Charlemagne supporting learning or education and culture. He's going to spread that. We see monks are going to make handwritten copies of Latin books, including the Bible, and Charlemagne is going to support that. When Charlemagne dies, he gives his empire that's unified to his son Louis the Pious. Pious means holy. And as you look at Louis would have made a better monk or a priest than a king. He wasn't the greatest of rulers. And Louis had 3 sons. Now his sons are going to fight among themselves for the biggest piece of the inheritance. So you're going to see a civil war between his three sons, Charles the Bald, Lothar, and Louis the German. It is going to rip the unity of Western Europe apart. And I can just imagine if Charlemagne came out of his grave, he would have banged the heads of his grandsons together saying, "You idiots, what are you doing? I built a unified Western Europe and you're tearing it apart." It is not until you see the Treaty of Verdun in 843 signed that there is peace from that civil war, but there's never again that unity that you see with Charlemagne. And we see the kingdoms break up into three specific ones. And obviously, with the fighting among the family, the Carolingian Dynasty is going to weaken. Well, that's it for 13.1b. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.